Hi there, I'm Richard George, Chief Revenue Officer for CsS Services. CsS is a company that manages the eviction process all the way from the demand through the filing process, through the court phase, and then ultimately through the eviction where we finally have a set out and cleanup. Today, and through the course of that process, we are managing a wealth of data in a combination of time and ultimately money. And at different stages, different expenses occur, different costs are incurred, different timelines occur, and we're measuring all those times throughout the process. As many of you know who have anything or any insight into evictions at all, you know that this process is a legislated process. When you want to collect, you need to follow those steps. Well, our real power in the national representation that we have is to be able to bring all of this time-based data throughout the process in these different jurisdictions, not just at a state level, but all the way at a county level, into some sort of meaningful package where you can look at how long it's going to take to return a property to the rental pool in a specific market and what it's going to cost you. But what we like to do is to take that to another level. We want to even benchmark the vendors associated with that. So we even want to measure their performance relative to their cost and put that relationship together, because it's one thing you don't mind spending another $100 on a vendor if they're going to return it 5 days quicker. Because I know many of you are incurring at least $55 a day of lost cash flow when a property's not actually returning rent. So in the grand scheme of things, my task last year in particular was going through a Salesforce integration where we could start to bring this data set, this combination of time-based data and monetary data, into a meaningful form where we could represent and visualize it in something other than Excel. Excel is not a very powerful tool when you have 2.5 million bill items that you're trying to analyze. And when you bring the time element into the equation as well, it creates a whole nother layer of complexity. So in our business intelligence world, we've brought this into Salesforce. We've integrated it with Tableau, which is a business intelligence tool associated with Salesforce. And we're now able to create these different visualizations, whether it be in a map, down to a county level, whether it be in a stacked bar graph, whether it be in a trend line analysis, whether it be in a forecast template, to give you a better sense for how and quickly and what it's going to cost you to return a property ultimately to the rental pool. And knowledge is ultimately power, and one thing I've learned in this industry, if there's only one thing I've learned, is our customers are very analytical. They need good information. And our mission at CsS is to capture that information and ultimately give you meaningful information when you're answering to your customers, or conceivably the owner of the property, who is ultimately looking to manage their investment. I mean, many of the people who own the rental properties involved in the eviction process are investors. They're measuring an ROI, and that is a combination between time and money. And that's our mission with our analytics engine, is to give you a powerful tool to manage that process and ultimately the ROI. If you'd like to learn more about CsS and the power of OptiRent and the analytics available through those tools, we'd love to hear from you. You can click on the link below in the description box.